Behind me are the greatest new varieties of plants that are coming down the pipeline for 2027 and 2028. Let me show you the top new introductions that I found at Cultivate 26.
Yeah.
All right, so we're starting off with a banger. These are brand new heucheras from Terra Nova. Now what's unique about these is this lacy leaf that they have. So really nice colors, but that leaf is so cool. For reference, this is what your typical heuchera leaf looks like. So very unique, and I will have these in production for 2027 spring. Okay, of course you're gonna see some petunias today. This is a new one from Doom and Orange. I really like. This is Sweet Tunia Violet Vortex. Really big flowers, very unique colors. It's got like 3 different colors in there, and really great growth habit. Love that. Just to see an idea of where I am, I'm inside the convention center, and these new varieties circle all the way around the back part of the convention center. Okay, here's one that's really promising because it's a very unique crazy tunia, pink zebra. Look at these blooms. One thing that's a little concerning though is as the weather gets hotter, it tends to revert back to white and plain pink, as you see here, and the flowers get a little bit smaller when the heat comes on. So something to keep an eye on, but very promising genetics here. A couple of really promising succulents. This is Echeveria Seafoam, so it's like super fuzzy. And then we've also got the Blue Ox Sedum, Sparkler Sedum, very cool. We will be getting some of these for 2027 as well. This is also a promising new succulent. This is Tight and Tidy Sedum. So these are very low growing, compact, very colorful sedums. Look at this mix up here. I can see these being grown in borders or between stepping stones. That's a really cool looking ground cover as well. Okay, this is exciting. Finally, we have another new knockout rose on the market. This is the triple knockout. So it has this really double petal count, triple petal count, almost looks like a peony bloom. But the bigger thing is these are fragrant now. So most of the time, knockout roses don't have that fragrance, but these have a really nice fragrance to them. Now, if you know me, you know I'm a sucker for coleus, so I will probably say yes to every coleus on the new varieties trial. This one's from Proven Winners, Color Blaze, Pepper Flakes, and this is massive. And they say that it almost never flowers, so it just keeps making those beautiful leaves. You don't have to do any pinching on it. Really cool. We're gonna have this. Also from Proven Winners is this Ipomoea Sweet Potato Vine, Sweet Caroline Bewitched After Midnight 2. Really cool leaves, but even better growth habit. So it's not vining, it's a bushy sweet potato plant. So great for individual plantings, great for containers. Still vigorous, but doesn't do the vining. Now, Proven Winners has also been stepping up their houseplant game with the Leaf Joy collection. So they've got quite a few unique things like the Monstera Viziosa over here. And then we've also got Phytonias with some different new colors. And then this Peperomia Lemon Riot, I think is very interesting looking. Trying to get a better look at that foliage. And I've never seen this before. This is Labizia, and it's called Jungle Armor. So very interested in that. It almost looks like a mix between a croton and a philodendron or something. I'm also very excited about these ruffled pansies. So we've been seeing pictures and videos of ruffled pansies out of Japan for several years now, but they're finally making their way to the US market, and we're gonna have some available very soon for you. I think we're gonna be able to get some this fall. Really like this Dipladenia Fired Up Coral. It is a bushing type Dipladenia, not vining, and tons of flower power, really nice upright growth habit, super pretty. These are some AAS winners. Really love this Vinca Tattoo Boysenberry, and we will have this for next spring as well. Kind of a spreading habit, very unique color in Vinca. I'm also very excited about this Salvia hybrid from Proven Winners. It's called Dark Sky, and it is massive. I don't know if you can tell in this video, but look at this picture. These are huge blooms, very robust plants, and they're gonna be perennials in the landscape. So very cool. This is another one I really like. This is Agastache, and it's a huge one. I'm a sucker for big flowers, tall, bold plants, and this has got it all. It's gonna be super pollinator friendly and heat tolerant, drought tolerant. So looking forward to that one as well. Here's a new colocasia. This is Royal Hawaiian Mai Tai, and the thing that's really unique about this are the stems. Look at the coloration on the stems here. So super cool, beautiful. big co-location. Okay, I gotta put a controversial one in here. This is a variegated rosemary plant, and I think some people will love this. I do not like it at all. To me, it looks like a rosemary that is like sick or lacking fertilizer or something. But I'm sure some of you in the comments will say that you love this plant and you want it. And then two fantastic new Coleus introductions here. So Coleus Charged Up Prismatic. This one might be my favorite so far this year, that's new. And then this Charged Up Key Lime Fringe is also very unique, very bright, and very unique leaf shape. Okay, a lot going on this table in particular. One is the introduction of the petite sun patiens, and they are very petite compared to the regular or the vigorous sun patiens that we grow. So we love sun patiens. We sell so many of them. We're adding these to the lineup for next year. Interested to see where you use these, maybe in your borders or containers where they just are a little more compact and bloomy. And then right above them, we've got a couple of Super Cals. This thing almost looks like iridescent. It's very cool. Super Cal Premium Pink Star. That's a very cool one. And then this Purple Ice is nice as well. Another insane pairing of Coleus, but especially this one, Terrascape Cosmic Confetti. Are you kidding me? Look at that. That is so pretty. I gotta get this. Okay, now this is cool. This is wire vine, but instead of being that like dark, like olive drab green, that's more of a chartreuse green. So I like that a lot. It's called Golden Girl. Here's another one. A lot of people really like this Amazona's Midnight Finch Petunia. I'm not that crazy about it. I don't think there's enough contrast between the foliage and the flowers, but a lot of people are really choosing this plant. This one though, Amazona's Pink Macaw, it's got that really nice pointed petal. I could live with that one. Now here's a new Bleeding Heart perennial, and it's called Pixie Heart, and I think this one is going to be winning a lot of awards. Super pretty, tons and tons of flower power, very compact plant, unique color. So fern leaf Bleeding Heart, very cool. Here's another one that I absolutely love. A new line of pentas from Binnery called Street Art series, and they are huge. So big and bold, really big flowers. They've got red, white, and blue. So we're gonna be doing some red, white, and blue combos with these next year for Memorial Day and 4th of July. Really excited about those. Speaking of heat tolerant plants, this Angelonia Serenita Cherry Red is a stunner. That's gonna look good with other Angelonias as well. Great habit, big flowers, tons and tons of flowers. Look at that. I also really like the Scaviola Blazin Compact Blue. It's a very, very intense bluish purple. You could pair it with this Angelonia Guardian Angel White. I think that would look really cool, having the Angelonia in the center with the fan flower trailing below it. That would be nice. All right, so there you have it. Let me know down in the comments which ones are your favorites, which ones you want to see make it to your local garden center for the next year or two. And thanks for joining this year, Cultivate 2026, Columbus, Ohio. It was fun.